Tasting like a boss, coming to you on this Sunday on a beautiful morning. It's a little colder out than I thought it was going to be, but I don't know if it's going to warm up a little bit more, but it's nice. I mean, I'm still wearing shorts, but I am wearing a long sleeve hoodie, so got that little mixture going on. Not a cloud in the sky, except for, technically just a little bit of the street cloud right there, but that's really about it. So, I can see it warming up. We're staying a little nice and cool. Might go for a bike ride later today. My wife, Boss of Boss, is not feeling well. It's like day 3 of her not feeling good, so hopefully I don't get sick, but more importantly, she feels better soon. But you know what today we're gonna do? Oh, hey, we may actually do another review later today. I see you shifting. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't introduce him again. You didn't get your introduction. Okay. It's Tastin, guys. You guys know that. He's my lovey puppy. He gets jealous, but he's all about love. He just wants to be loved. Like Minerva in that way, only Minerva doesn't usually get jealous. This one, on the other hand, not a big fan of Kylo at all. It feels like Kylo gets too much attention. Maybe that's true. I don't know, right? But hey, for a loving dog, it makes sense because today's flavor is going to be from Chapin Coffee, Espresso AMOR. Pretty sweet, guys. Okay, now listen, this is a coffee company I've reviewed in the past. They made my 2024 best of list as my favorite coffee of 2024 with their Bali Blue Moon. I'm not sure if it's available on their website right now, but man, that is still such a good coffee, and I love all of their coffees. But so far, Bali Blue Moon has been my jam. Well, this one is a medium to dark roast, so they say. It has origins from South America, Africa, and Indonesia with the flavor profiles of rich crema, smooth, and fudgy finish. So that's got me written all over it. For those who have not seen these reviews before, they give 10% of their profits to feed children in Guatemala, which I think is exceptional. This is a female-owned company. I support them in every way. You're not going to go wrong with the coffees you get, but you know what? We haven't had this one, so maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe this will be the one that I don't like. Who knows? We're going to do it in a 3-way review. We're going to do it in the cold brew. Been cold brew for over 24 hours. We're going to be doing it in the drip, of course. This mug is from the Donut Experiment out in Anna Maria Island. I think that mug's fun. And then, of course, we're going to be doing it in espresso. Probably the preferred format given the name, but who knows, right? So let's get down to it. What do you think? Should we give it a little smell, a little scent? Testing. Let's see. So you actually want to check it out. Okay. You want to smell? Oh, smell. Disinterested. Oh, you're a fool. That's a rich coffee flavor. It's been a while, guys, since I had one like this. A really nice dark roast with fudge profiles, chocolate profiles, but also just that hint of that tobacco profile on the extreme dark roast coffees you can get. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying it smells exactly like a cigar, but it smells just enough like a cigar that it's good for people like me. So yeah, that would be a candle I would personally like, and one that if I lit in the house, Boss of Boss would kick my ass. So that's how I feel about it. So a really good smell. All right, let's move to the the cold brew. Here we go. Okay, the cold brew already has more scent on it than their typical. I'm getting those little tobacco notes, and I'm getting mostly tobacco notes. All right, tastes like a boss. Well, what do you think I'm going to say? What do you think I'm going to say? It's really good. Of course, this one is very, very good. But let's go beyond that. Wait a second. Hold on. Did it say anything about that? I mean, there's a little flavor I just detected at the end. This isn't an overly creamy flavor, okay? It's enough for it to be there to take away from what other people might find to be too earthy or too bitter. It's not bitter, okay? So it cuts the bitter aspect out. But I'm trying to think, am I getting fudgy profiles? I guess a little bit, pulling it down. That's good. What I was detecting, I'm tasting now too. I'm tasting almost like just a hint of fruitiness at the end, but not in a sour way. Okay, so let me go through it. So as you go in with the taste, you get that nice mixture of the cocoa, not hot cocoa, but like chocolate, and that tobacco-ish kind of flavor. So it's not overly earthy. Like those two flavors kind of dance together with one another, and then as it finishes, very smooth. There's no, when I'm done with it, I don't feel like my mouth is dry. I don't feel a bitterness. It doesn't taste overly earthy. There's this ever so slight hint at brightness. And I hate to use that term, because usually when I say brightness, you know, for those who've checked these reviews, you know, I connect that with like breakfast blends, which I'm not a huge fan of, right? And being sour, it's not sour. It's just why when this says here that it is a fudgy finish, I'm not getting fudgy finish. I'm getting the slightest of fruity finish at the end. I feel like the fudge notes are actually more in the middle, but maybe that's why they're using the term fudgy, because when I think of fudgy, I think of like that creamy chocolate taste, but I am getting the sweet aspect, which I connect more with fruit towards the end. And so as a result, you get this really dynamic taste, but still smooth. So it's just a really good cold brew coffee. I really, you know, especially for those individuals out there, who are out there who really only like flavored cold brew coffees, because either you put flavoring in or because you get the ones that are artificially flavored or naturally flavored, such as, you know, Bones or Expedition Roasters. And I get it. I like those too. You know I do. I buy them a lot. I strongly suggest that you try one of Chapin's coffees that are not flavored. Okay, Bally Blue Moon I still think is probably my favorite, but you could also go with one like this and cold brew it and give it a chance, give it a taste, going in and not reading the front. Okay, don't read the front and say, oh, it's going to be, well, it is definitely smooth, but fudgy finish, rich cream. Don't always go by the descriptive term on the notes that are pulled out in these just natural coffee roasts. Go in with an open mind and hunt in your brain for what's there. Let it be the thing that controls you. It's nice for them to give you guidance, but that's really what you should do. I really think that if you do that, it will be a gateway to non-flavored coffees that are not just your standard bought at the store coffees, which can be good. Trust me, I know there are some good at the store coffees, but try these other ones, because I think you will enjoy the game of finding the flavors that your brain is connecting to, that just come from the natural process of coffee roasting without artificial natural flavors being put in. You'll still like the other ones too, I promise. But do yourself a favor. If you're one of those people who doesn't think they can do it, I know that you can, and this is definitely a company that you could utilize to do it. So on the cold brew, this is an enthusiastic big thumbs up. I still think Bally Blue Moon is better, but maybe I have to do a flavor comparison. But this is a very good coffee. Sorry to be so long on it, but that's how I feel about really good coffee. All right, let's move to the drip again from the Donut Experiment. Okay, the tobacco notes that I smelled here, I do not smell here. I smell coffee and chocolate. All right, tastes like a boss. Yo. I know. The flavor profiles are not as dynamic on the drip as it is in the cold brew. On the drip, what it is, quite frankly, if you make this and someone comes over and they have it, they will not be blown away by the dynamic taste of the coffee. What they're going to ask you is, where did you get this coffee? This is a very good cup of coffee. Where did you get this? No sweetener necessary. There's nothing there to cut out some artificial flavor. There's nothing there to try to make it taste better. It doesn't need cream. It doesn't need sugar. It's just an exceptionally good cup of coffee. Let's put it this way: if the cold brew is exceptional. I mean, I think it's better than the drip. But if this drip flavor was the cold brew, it would still be a good cold brew, if that makes sense. The flavors are fully fleshed out and smooth. It doesn't taste burnt. It doesn't taste overdone. It doesn't seem like it needs to be tempered down. And I know I drink my coffee black most of the time, but even then it's exceptionally smooth. But I think the problem is, having just come off the cold brew, which is my preferred method of brewing, and tasting the dynamic nature of that flavor compared to here, I still like the cold brew more. But for those people who only like drip, you're not going to go wrong. You're not going to go wrong. Oh, what you're doing. I know. Okay. Let's move to the espresso. So again, thumbs up. So I don't even know. I'm trying to think, of all the flavors done with Chapin, have they always pulled a trifecta? I would imagine this will, right? I mean, if it says Espresso AMOR on the bag, you would hope that the espresso would be one that I would adore. Yeah, that was cheesy. In fact, I almost saved this one for February because it had that, Valentine's feel. Oh, but I dressed in some reddish. Oh, look at me. Oh, it's like a love fest. All right, moving to the espresso. The scent profile is even more chocolatey of a more chocolatey. Tasting like a boss. Yep. Okay. All right. So here's my verdict. Okay. Oh no. All right. Cold brew. Boom. Get it. Taste it, experiment with it. I think you're really gonna like it. If you're saying, hey, I don't know, is there one that you would prefer more? Yeah, if you can find Bali Blue Moon. I haven't tasted all their flavors. I got some other ones actually inside that you still need to try. Bali Blue Moon, I still feel like that's the one. If they have it available, I think that's gonna be your gateway to the world of Chapin coffee and all kinds of other coffees. I think it'll do you a big solid, and you'll feel good because the percentage of it is going to charity. Sorry, my phone was just blipping. So yeah, but this one here in cold brew, solid. Listen, if you don't like cold brew, you want drip, I still think it's really good in the drip, but I just, in comparison, it's it. Let's move to the espresso. Damn, that's good. So what am I probably gonna do with it? Well, family, what I'm probably gonna do is, I don't usually say this, because usually I really like cold brewing it, but the espresso's so good. Hold on, let's see. See, it tastes so much brighter after you come after this. I think it's gonna be my espresso. I think I'm gonna be doing it almost exclusively espresso, unless I do this, which I've done before at Starbucks. You got your cold brew, you got your espresso here. Hold on. Let's see if we can make magic happen. Let's see. Is that the first time I've done it on camera? I think so. All right. Tasting like a boss. Oh, hell yeah, that's good. Okay, well, hey, this is what you gotta do, guys. Make yourself some cold brew. On the morning you have your cold brew. make some espresso from the same stuff, pour it in, have espresso. We have a cold brew with espresso shot of the same stuff. That just got an A++. That is my, well, yeah, hold on. That's freaking extraordinary. All right, okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna be doing this next week. I'm gonna be a little jittery, I think, the rest of this week. But yeah, that's my first, I think that's my first A++, Chapin, ever. Now I gotta go back to Bali Blue Moon and see if I can do it too. Dang it. Well, thank you. Thank you to Chapin Coffee for giving me another great experience, and to you guys who are watching, thank you for going on this taste journey with me and just sitting through these videos where I jabber, right? Probably more than I need to. Yeah, but you get to see Dustin at the end. That's the payoff. Look at that. Look at that boy. Mwah. All right. Well, until next time, from Dustin and myself, hit like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for going on this taste journey with us. Probably will do another video later today. Until next time, people, you know what to do. Keep tasting like a boss. Thanks so much.